anybody that, you know what I'm saying? If I move on to the next, they still know I love her to death. She birthed and raised 2 of my kids. I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? So there'll never be those kind of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when there's no more love involved, when y'all just really pissed off at each other and the split, I think that's when those types of situations happen, bro. And it's sad to watch. You just, the woman just allow her family to talk shit about him, and he just allow his family to talk shit about her, and nobody ever deals with it. Then the kids suffer, then they not communicating, and it's just a whole slew of shit.
OG, let go. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch, yeah, your bitch might get pulled. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull. Okay, all my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch, yeah, your bitch might get pulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for hate.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Riley, aka Riley the Great, and you are now tuned in to another episode of the Millennial Mayhem Podcast.
Yeah.
We here.
Oh, boy, that fucked that up.
What's wrong with you?
Damn.
You all right?
Struggling, bro. As y'all know, bro, I got my cousin Tony D with me. What's good, bro?
I'm good, dog. I'm trying to figure out, is Ray okay? Well, that boy, we hit.
That boy, that looking constipated over there. Like he's stuck, bro. You all right, bro?
You need some Cabernet Sauvignon? Some Cabernet Sauvignon.
Don't make me laugh.
And we also got the abominable light-skinned young Ray Matthews, bro. What's up, man?
I'm not doing too well, fellas.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Not doing too well at all, you know. I thought I was in a good relationship. Been in this relationship for the past 20 years plus.
Oh, damn.
It was a good relationship. Very, very, very productive and fruitful one. But today it has come to a screeching halt.
I wouldn't say screeching, fam.
Yeah, it was screeching, bro. It was screeching. And the reason it was screeching is because I you know, in a relationship, you hope that, you know what I'm saying, like, you get what you deserve. You get what you put out. And I've been nothing but loyal to this person. And I had to find out that this person was no longer my person anymore through you, actually.
Yeah.
I had to find out through you.
Yeah.
And through ESPN. And so I don't know how to feel about this.
Okay, look.
I'm sad, upset.
He over here having a total bitch fit because Tom Brady has retired. Man, look. Tom Brady played 22 seasons. He started 20 of them, spent half of them in the Super Bowl. Bro, all good things must come to an end.
Man,
dog.
fuck Tom Brady, bro. That nigga, yeah.
Damn.
The fuck? He had a good run.
That's what I'm saying.
It's over. He 45.
Run. Like he spent 20 years, like he spent 10 years in the Super Bowl, fam.
Yeah.
Out of starting out of 20. That's great. He did his thing. He got 7 rings. Bro, you can't ask for nothing else.
The nigga could at least call me.
Man, shut up.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Nigga, like, you doing too much.
You stupid.
Thank you. You doing too much.
I don't know what the hell Ray talking about with this shit we got going
See,
on.
this is what your partners do to you, man. This is why our mental health is where it is today. I'm struggling and y'all making fun of me.
What did you say, nigga?
My boy get that butt action.
Yeah, because you being real slow right now.
This nigga wasted 2 minutes of our podcast talking about Tom Brady.
No. It wasn't even the fact that he started talking about Tom Brady. He's talking about a breakup. He ain't even mentioned Tom Brady.
Yeah, talking about he got a.
Bro, listen, I feel like this is a breakup.
It ain't, bro.
I'm about to mute your mic, bro.
You started talking about it was coming to a screeching halt. Like, fam, he 45.
He's talking about screeching halt. Like, this nigga,
you knew this shit was coming.
Yeah, like he's Sterling Sharp or something. Like,
like it just happened.
Like an injury took him out or something. This nigga had been playing football for playing national professional football for 22 years, man.
Yeah.
Hey, good career. Shout out to Tom Brady, man. Good career, man. Hey, you did your thing. You are the GOAT, bro. No holds barred. No, I mean, hands down, that dude is the best there is. So, yeah, man. Hey, go spend time with your wife and your kids, man. Make sure your kid be the next Tom Brady come behind you throwing that ball, man.
Yeah, because we done. We finished. Broke up.
Man, shut
this
up.
Nigga here talking about breaking up with another nigga, bro.
Boy.
No, I literally said nigga. I thought the nigga like made it not gay no more.
Oh, that what that means.
You stupid.
What the fuck? We about to change. We about to change the gears, bro. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know where we going at the beginning of this, bro. But we about to change this up, man.
Oh man,
Hey, we got a good show for you guys today,
indeed,
man.
indeed.
Shout out you, dog. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, bro. Today we talking about what we talking about breakups.
Yeah, just breakups, man. People being petty in the breakups, man.
We're gonna discuss this from a millennial male's perspective and how we handle things of that nature. So,
Yeah.
I'll start off by asking,
Marco Spoon.
yeah, I'll start off by asking you, Tony. Do you believe that? Well, are breakups ever mutual? Do you believe that they're ever mutual?
Most of the time, they're not. That's what I believe. Like 90% of the time, they're not. It's always one person is saying no, while the other person may be holding on. Like very seldom you see two people say, "All right, this ain't gonna work," and it's an even split. Like ain't nobody trying to one up the next, person trying to make them feel like shit and all of that. No. It's generally, I'm done. I'm finna finish this person. It's always one sided.
Every single time.
Yeah, you look at divorces. It ain't. How often do you hear about two people actually saying we should file for divorce? No, it's always generally one person saying I'm going to divorce my spouse.
Well, even if they say we should file for divorce, there's always a reason why. You know what I'm saying? One person's reasons always trumps the other person. Somebody said something, I forgot who it was, but they say it's it's highly unlikely that two people, like at the very same time, it's like both of y'all go to work and then show up back home at 5 o'clock, look each other in the eye and say,
this ain't working.
Yeah. It's like, it's highly
like
unlikely. There's usually like one person does something, maybe y'all make up, the other person does something, maybe y'all make up, or you know what I'm saying? It's there's always other factors in it, and for people to say that it's mutual is just like, for me, it's just not dealing with the problem. Is just like sweeping under the rug, basically. Like, aren't we?
And I don't think it's necessarily sweeping it under the rug. I just think it's more or less keeping your private business your own. So, when you tell people that it was a mutual breakup, that's essentially you saying that, hey, I want to keep our private matters private.
Yeah.
The issues that we did have internally, we're dealing with them, how we're going to deal with them. But for those who are on the outside looking in, it was a mutual breakup.
Yeah.
Everybody's leaving on good terms. We at least try to put on the facade so won't nobody be asking a shit ton of questions.
Okay, so I think that's two different things though. Like for the world, hey, we're gonna leave on good terms. We ain't finna badmouth each other. But for your initial question, is it ever just mutual? Nah, somebody always initiates.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
But to the world, hey, nah, we're good. Well, we ain't good because we break it up. Like we done. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we don't need y'all out here choosing sides and bad mouthing one of us because I don't want you to bad mouth this person because it's just not working for us.
Right. We can agree that it's a lie. I wouldn't even say most of the time. I'll say all the time. That's a lie. When anybody says it's mutual, yeah, it's a lie. But that lie is just to protect, their privacy. That's basically how I look at it. Because
the lie alive.
I don't see no other point in lying about that shit unless you want to just keep your shit intact and low key.
I think that's a key thing when you start talking about people who got kids. When there's kids involved, like, and they want to split mutually. I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't want, somebody down talking the parent of your child, the other parent. You know what I'm saying? If it was a mutual split, because we do know there's some hoe ass people out there, but like if it's a, hey, we're better off separate, you still don't want nobody talking about your spouse or your kids' other parent. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
But we got that, like on a celebrity level, I think the world can have a definition. It's hard to define what the world is on like a hour level type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can't look at y'all and go, yeah, the split was mutual. Y'all go look at me like, nigga, nah.
Yeah. Well, we friends, so we know.
Yeah.
We're not outside. We know because we probably done had conversations, within each other while the issues were going on. So it's a little different. We're friends.
Yeah, that's where the petty steps in.
But but even like people outside of our immediate friends, man. Like, of course, we know a healthy we know a big piece of our private lives. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But people on outside like, oh, I thought you was with what's the name? What happened? Oh man,
so and so.
Things happen, man. We agreed to split to go our separate ways. Boom, boom. That's it. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, just gotta leave it at that.
That's
even right there.
That's in like a mature. That's a really mature scenario. We know. First off, we know. I'm gonna say before I even ask the question, we know most people in a breakup, somebody wants the upper hand. Somebody want to feel like they was in control of the relationship. Yeah, I decide when it started, I decide when it ended, and that's when that petty shit started coming around. Mm-hmm. Like when you got one person saying, "Yeah, well, I did this, this, and this, and this, and this," and the reason why the relationship failed is because they wasn't doing X, Y, Z.
But I'll ask you this though, Tony, since you bring that up, like how, in what way do people try to get the upper hand? I mean, well,
they try to look like they're not the villain. That's the upper hand is, hey, I wasn't the cause of the breakup.
Is that considered the upper hand?
Yeah, because
in your own personal world, maybe maybe not to other people, but
but how you portray yourself is saying, oh, well, I did everything that I could do to keep this relationship alive, but that's what you're broadcasting to the world. But when you get to your house and the four walls of your house, ain't no telling what didn't happen. You was probably the issue. You know what I'm saying? The real issue, but to the world, you finna put on this facade. Oh, well, look, I did this, and this, and they wasn't trying to match me and match where I was at, so I had to go ahead and, cut the relationship short. That's trying to get the upper hand where you're not looking like the villain.
The upper and that kind of conversation happens between like people that maybe you don't know or that you meet, but it for sure happens with like another like person that you meet. I'm a man, obviously I'm meeting women. Trying to have the upper hand in that situation, it just puts you in the driver's seat. Right. Like, she did this, she did that. I was doing this, I was doing that, I was doing whatever. And then the bitch the girl that's across from you is looking like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. He did everything right. Like, I'm interested in this now. You know what I'm saying? Versus it's very rare you sit down at the table with somebody and they're like, well, yeah, man, I just I fucked up. I was cheating all the time, blah, blah, blah. Like it sound crazy to think like that, but like niggas be really creating stories about their past relationships and how they did all the right things and she was just, you know what I'm saying, for the bitch. I'm just gonna say it like
that's young niggas that do that. I believe.
No. I
mean, no.
That's
immature. That's young nigga mentality.
Yeah,
there you go. I'll say
go.
that because
there you go.
Man, what I've learned as I've gotten older is it's just so much easier and a lot better for you in the long run if you just tell the truth.
Yeah.
From the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to relay a ton of information about yourself when it comes to shit like that, but you can give bits and pieces to let somebody know that you are human. Absolutely. And nobody, like we said in our last episode, nobody's above reproach. Everybody has their faults, you know what I'm saying? And you can discuss them without making you look like an idiot. And that's and not to like derail the conversation or go in a different direction, but that's why like when you interview for a job, they ask you what are your
strengths and
what are your weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? You can be honest and still look like a legitimate candidate, even with you being honest. So
let me expound on. Can I give a little wisdom when it comes to answering that question? When you're in an interview setting, can I do that?
Man, shit got nothing to do with it.
But I mean, when you said it, I just want to make sure that.
But I was bringing a point around.
Right, just make your own little video on the side, man.
Hey, man, if somebody ever asks you what your weakness is, tell them how you're trying to correct that weakness. That's it. Simple. Didn't even take 10 seconds.
God, way to stop the conversation.
You stupid.
How is that stupid? That's very smart.
It's not stupid. It just derailed the conversation.
I didn't derail it.
Well, look, I just think that no, I'm fine. I just Tony got so excited. He want to get everybody a job.
I just wanted to say that because when he started talking about interviews and weaknesses, that just came to my mind, fam.
Tony about to start his interview service.
No, I'm not.
So if you need help writing your resume, holla at my dog.
I'm not.
He just got a new job, so
I'm not gonna start.
It works.
Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Nah, but I think that upper hand stuff is like you said, Steve, is young nigga mentality. But like as young nigga mentality as we think it is, bro. I hear so much of it every single day. You know what I'm saying? With people on dates with people, and I'm just fly on the wall. I just barely hear stuff, and I'm listening to it like, nah, that don't even sound right. So I'm thinking, you right. It's funny to me that people like really talk that much on the first couple of dates about their relationship. Is like you don't really have to. I think the misconception is that you gotta like say a lot to get the girl interested in you, but they say that they know whether they want to, you know what I'm saying, fuck you within the first 5 seconds of them seeing you. So what does it really matter what you say? That's smart. Like hold on to that information. You just got out of a relationship 9 times out of 10. You just trying to, you know what I'm saying, do your thing and move around anyway.
Thank you, man.
Right. So why you even doing that? But niggas be using that as a move. Like a lot. That's crazy.
True.
That shit is so crazy.
I mean, so let's get back to breakups. Mm-hmm. When the kids are involved, well, I will direct this to you, Ray. How do you handle that when your kids are involved with the breakup? How do you navigate that situation in regards to the mother of your children? Not you specifically, but I'm just asking, since you guys are parents, how would you navigate that situation in the event that something like that came up?
Well, it is me specifically, like legit me specifically. But I mean, we just navigated like. At the end of the day, it's not about either one of us. At the end of the day, it's literally about them kids. You know what I'm saying? It's the old cliche, they didn't ask to be here, they literally didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? And because I was a part of, you know, making them, then they're my responsibility, obviously. So that's where I think people mess up at, is that they forget about the kids and you know what I'm saying, like focus on their relationship. Like, nah, y'all just broke up. Y'all not getting back together anytime soon anyway, depending on why y'all broke up. So, the kids' life don't stop. Noah still got to go to school. He still got to go, you know, Cam still got to go to daycare. Yeah. It was tough. It was definitely tough, mainly because of me, probably because I didn't understand how to navigate it initially. But man, now it's a breeze. You know what I'm saying? We literally handle things like it's about the kids, you know.
Do you mind being transparent?
Oh, not at all. You already know that.
So, what was difficult about it initially?
Initially, it was difficult because, you know, there was that, you know what I'm saying, idea of us getting back together, and so the idea of us getting back together, but we focused on that, but the reality of it was that we weren't together. So, you know, the little stuff that we were getting when we were together, we weren't getting it anymore. Like I said, it was probably mainly on my part because I was the one that messed up, you know, the last time. So it was mainly on my part. So I'm like trying to do everything to, you know what I'm saying, get back in the door or whatever, and she just not trying to hear it. Well, then the kids suffer because my dumb ass, I'm like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go, you know what I'm saying, invincible for a little bit, or you know what I'm saying, just do my own thing for a little bit. So the kids ended up suffering just a little bit. It wasn't until I matured a little bit, or just got out of my feelings really, and realized like, bro, it's you being selfish right now. You know what I'm saying? It's literally about them kids, and they don't deserve that kind of action. So, you know, now we know how to move in it, even if, you know what I'm saying, nothing else, we know how to be great co-parents. So
it's and I hate to bombard you with a lot of questions. You good. But I'm
literally the question. So
yeah, is the 2-parent household, is that still top priority for you in your life?
Every single time, man. I didn't have my dad in the house, so I always promised myself that I was going to be in the house with the kids. It definitely gets difficult sometimes, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to think about accepting some of the bullshit is difficult sometimes, but, you know, it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me. Relationships are tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ebbs and flows. You just can't get too emotional. So a lot of times I got to step outside my emotion because y'all know I'm light-skinned emotional. Like, I'm
Edward.
Right. So, you know, I got to step out my emotions a lot.
But I mean, when it comes to your babies, man, like, you have room to be emotional when it comes to your kids and the dynamics around those two babies. Oh, well, 3 babies. You know what I'm saying? So I completely understand you being emotional with that. But I just know, you know, just from the outside looking in, that sometimes that can be really, really difficult.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Because we want to, bro. It's like we want to create that same environment, like we are, because we are a family. No matter what, like people be talking stupid. It's like, that's the mother of your kids. Like, she may not be your wife, but at the end of the day, that's your family, bro. Like, why are you allowing this new girl to dictate that situation? You know what I'm saying? Why are you allowing this beef to be a beef? I never understood that. You got 2 grown ass adults and y'all don't want to talk, and you as a man are sitting there, you know it's tension. Man, pull them 2 girls together and be like, look, man, whether y'all like it or not, we got to deal with each other. I never understood those kind of situations. Deal with the shit, bro.
Another situation that I never understood was women, like, not involving kids to try to use them against the man during a breakup. Like, I've seen it, and I know we've all, you know, seen it. I don't know if you've dealt with it, but like, thank God I haven't had to deal with it, but that's always the craziest shit. Like, why are you propping these kids up to use them against your guy, their father, when you know he needs to be there? Why are you using them against them to make yourself, I guess, make him look like the bad guy and make yourself look good? Like,
well, essentially what Ray said earlier, man, is because of the relationship between her and the guy. Like, she's still probably holding on to some feelings in that situation, and know this is the only way I can get a reaction out of this man is by telling him that he can't see his kids or doing something in that manner to piss him off. Like people gravitate towards, some people gravitate towards those type of connections, man. So they try to get it with a person by any means necessary, even if it's some shitty connection like that.
So you think is vengeance, or do you think it's just, oh, I'm still hurt behind this breakup?
I think it's hurt, a little bit of vengeance, is all that shit, all that rolled into one. Yeah.
It's a big emotional ball, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to watch some of the situations. Luckily, Taylor has never done that to me, where she tried to use the kids as leverage. You know what I'm saying? She know I got a good one, because she know that it ain't about us, it's about them kids. You know what I'm saying? So she never used them as leverage. She's not answered the phone before. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Or not called me back. But she ain't using them as leverage. She'll hit me back later, and it ain't, I'm the one pissed off at her. Like, why you ain't call me back? You know what I'm saying? But it ain't never like a leverage scenario. I got free range. I go over there when I want. We have a key to each other's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, gotcha. I got a key to her house. She got a key to my apartment. It's free range, bro. Because it's like, it's a team thing, man. We in this together. Right. Anybody that say they could do it by themselves ain't doing what they supposed to, because these niggas is work.
Yeah, kids are work. What about involving other family members? Like, you like saying, oh, well, a woman saying to her brothers or uncles and, you know, her dad, hey, well, you know, this nigga did this X, Y, and Z, and the whole while, you know, she really the issue. She's trying to make that nigga look like the bad guy. So now they all pissed off with this nigga.
Bringing family members into those situations is never a good idea. Not even telling family members about the negative aspects of anybody that you're dealing with is pretty much a bad thing to do. Especially if it's somebody that you're going to be constantly dealing with in the long run. In the case where there's kids involved, you're gonna be talking to the mom. Even if y'all split up, you're gonna be in close proximity or in close contact with the mom due to y'all having kids together. So it's really no point in like telling your family all the bad shit about her. You know what I'm saying? Because they all gonna have to be around. Because like you said earlier, we one big family now. So you know what I'm saying? Like as long as we got these kids together, y'all gonna have to deal with her. Just like I'm going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all going to have to be cordial to the mother of my kids or, vice versa, regardless of what's going on, because at the end of the day, this is still the mother of my kids. You ain't finna disrespect her and vice versa. But you know what I'm saying? Like
that's how it's supposed, but that's how we saying how we want things to be. But they don't be happening like that. You see, right? But I know you be seeing like families beating on, like,
and that's fine.
A kid has to choose what side of the family,
and that's fine. That's fine.
That's the bullshit.
You can have family members feeling like that, but as the person that's directly involved in the situation, you got to check that shit. You got to check it on your side of the family, and you got to tell the one on the other side of the family, check that shit on that side. Because I like me personally, bro. I'm real big on respect. Huge on respect. Real big on it. You know what I'm saying? We may have fell off. Me and you may have fell off. That's fine. But just maintain your integrity, keep our shit intact, and we can respectfully part ways. But anything within that realm, man, hey, just keep it kosher, keep it cool. And if I hear anything coming back, you know what I'm saying, or somebody want to approach me about something I done that wasn't directly involved in the situation, then it's like you overstepping boundaries. And when you overstepping boundaries, it's like you disrespecting me. Right. Because I've set a boundary. I choose not to talk to you about this. This ain't got nothing to do with you, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So, when people start involving themselves in them type of situations, like family members start involving themselves in that, that's when it's like, all right, man, hey, either you check this shit or I'm going to have to. And it's just the bottom line.
I think that's what ended up happening sometimes.
I mean, you got to, like, you can't keep letting somebody make it with disrespect just because they're who they are to whoever in your circle. You know what I'm saying? You got to check that shit eventually, because if you don't, people gonna keep doing the same shit over and over.
And that's in my opinion what usually happens, because people just don't like confrontation. And then when there's no more love involved, you know what I'm saying? Like anything basically happens, right? So I don't like, I love Taylor to death, and I'll tell anybody that, you know what I'm saying? If I move on to the next, they still know I love her to death. She birthed and raised two of my kids. I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? So there'll never be those kind of situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when there's no more love involved, when y'all just really pissed off at each other and the split, I think that's when those types of situations happen, bro. And it's sad to watch. You just, the woman just allow her family to talk shit about him, and he just allow his family to talk shit about her, and nobody ever deals with it. Then the kids suffer, then they not communicating, and it's just a whole slew of shit.
And it's understandable to talk shit, but when, like, all right, you can talk shit, at your house, but when I'm around and you making like little slick sly remarks and shit,
that might get you slid. That might get you slid.
Who are you talking about, and who are you talking to?
That might get you slid.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
right.
still a grown man.
Yeah.
I still take care of my responsibilities, even though the shit ain't work out with your daughter. So why are you disrespecting me like that? You must think I'm a B word.
But see, no, I don't. It could be that, but I think most of it ends up coming from whatever the girl is.
I don't. But that's the thing, though, man. Like I don't.
Man, but you talk.
That don't matter.
But
no. This is what I'm saying.
Matter.
Especially like for older folks, because we got older family members. Even some of our family members. We want to jump into some of our business and shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, hey, listen.
I got this.
He without sin will cast the first stone. And I know a lot of y'all a lot of our, I love our people, but a lot of them be throwing jabs and shit like they shit don't stink. Like, we know your life.
Yep.
We know your life. We know what you did when you was younger.
Yep.
Relax, fam. Don't act like your shit don't stink. And that's what I don't like, man. And people don't even think, like, how does that help? What is that helping?
It don't help nothing.
It don't help nothing.
Nah.
Are the kids getting better treatment because you saying what you want to the father or the mother? as a outside family member,
Right.
Is it beneficial to anybody involved in it? No. So what are you doing? You just trying to get your rocks out because you feeling yourself. You know what I'm saying? You trying to let your presence be felt like it's as if your presence even matters.
Right.
Because you ain't the one that had these kids. You ain't the one been involved. I mean, well, some of them, some family members have been involved in raising their kids, but you wasn't involved in the initial initiation of these damn kids and all the rest. Man, just fall back. And that's the thing about boundaries, bro. Like you gotta establish them motherfuckers, establish boundaries around that. Even when it comes to a breakup, rekindling, marriage, whatever, like all that shit need boundaries. You need to, hey, this is what we gonna do. Yeah. Just help me with my baby. You know what I'm saying? Or help me with this. But as far as trying to give me advice on how to handle the mother of my kids or the father of my kids, that's not your lane.
Yeah. Right.
Your lane is these babies. Not the dynamic between me and the mom. I'll take care of that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the line should be drawn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody like that, man. Ain't nobody got time to be playing them damn games.
People don't be drawing lines because they be wanting to be petty. That's what, like they want that drama and all of that. Like they be wanting that pettiness. So we're 35, 36. We've seen a lot of breakups. Who's more petty, men or women? Who do you think?
As a whole, women.
Both sides.
Well, as a whole, women. I mean, I could think we all do the same things. We all do the same things, but generally speaking, it's usually the woman who's bleaching your clothes, keying your car, slashing your tires. I know that there's some men or some Mitches. Yes, I do. Some Mitches that do that shit, but generally speaking, I think that's the only thing that separates the two is the fact that they will fuck your shit up.
Yeah,
and see that like them are outliers. I don't think that's normal. Like it's for women to do shit like that. Those are outliers, and those are the things that get the most attention because it's so crazy. That's the world star hip hop type shit, and that don't generally happen. I don't believe because I know a lot of my friends and had breakups with their old ladies, and ain't nobody fuck up none of they had nothing.
But that's why I say it's the thing that separates the women though because they have that. I don't know if there's anything that we do.
I ain't never seen men go like
because to be honest, nigga, to be honest with your ass, that breezy could have fucked you up. What you think? Who you think I'm talking about? That she had grounds. She had means to mess you up really bad.
Yeah.
She had means, bro. I was like, that's probably all right. If that nigga got sugar in his if he ended up with sugar in his damn car gas tank, I'd have been like, well,
yeah, that
nigga, you just pulled a fast one on this breeze.
That is true. Good thing I was able to smooth that all. I smoothed them wrinkles all night.
Yeah, man, but you know,
but to damn.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But that's what I say. Like, you know, a lot of women ain't like that, man. There's just some, crazy over the top breezes that don't know better that are like that. Like that young lady handled it as best she could. Everybody was cool afterwards. I mean, even though it was some issue, maybe a little bit, but ultimately, shit, you got married, everything cool. You happy, everybody else happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm just saying, bro. So, like, I don't want basically what I'm saying is I don't want that be the picture that we paint of the majority of women.
No. It's not the majority of women.
I hope they didn't get that. No. I'm glad you cleared that.
It's definitely not the majority of women. Let's go ahead and. You're right. Let's dead that right now. It's not the majority of the women that's out there doing that. But as it compares to men, like who's gonna be more petty?
Yeah, they be more petty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's dangerous. That ain't even petty, bro. That's a level of that's a like red flag, bro. Like that's being petty.
You're going to jail now.
Yeah, motherfucker.
So you bloody.
Being petty is like this is what I consider like being petty. Like, all right, y'all break up, right? Nigga got a new chick he talking to. You know what I'm saying? She know that he talking to a new chick, and they end up going to the. She know that they going to the same party. And she coming at her all dolled up, you know what I'm saying, about there looking good as fuck, you know what I'm saying, when he walking there with his new breezy. That's the type of like little petty shit that I'm talking about.
Well, then we all equal it. I can't. If you take that out, then we all equal. Because I heard a story of somebody told me a story of a nigga who called her after they broke up. He called her and was trying to get back with her, and then when she didn't get back with him or wasn't giving him the time of day, he said, "All right, bitch, that's why I fucked your best friend."
See, that's
what?
That's another petty.
Yeah, that's soft nigga shit.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm like.
And that's what I'm saying. It can be equal, bro. Because niggas be hurt, bro. Like I don't care when
Let's be real, yeah.
Let's be honest.
Niggas be hurt.
Niggas be hurt when the breakup come, bro. Everybody be trying to act like they, all high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Nah, niggas be out this whole hurt, bro. And they'll drink their sorrows away with their partners and shit. Like act like everything cool, and they out go talk to chicks,
and they don't
be right, bro. They get back to the highs, being that hoe listening to Brian McKnight and shit. Do I ever cross? You know what I'm saying? Like
Brian McKnight.
Yeah, bro. Like shit. Boys be trying to act tough, but like it's a lot of petty motherfuckers, right? You know what I'm saying? And I done went through some breakup, but I ain't never been petty about nothing with them breezes that I dealt with. I have not, man. All right, cool. Took it on the chin. I mean, I probably hurt for a couple of them, but
you was hurt because I know you was over there listening to some R&B. You the R&B king.
Yeah, probably so. But shit, you know what I'm saying?
I think about to cry right now.
Cry right now.
I hope not. Nah. But you gonna jam some Jagged
right
Edge. You gonna jam some Jagged Edge on the way home.
On the way home.
Y'all know who I'm.
Take another heartbreak.
Do y'all know who I'm with now? Y'all being disrespectful to her.
I'm saying. Hold on. I'm saying that you gonna sing that when you get home to her. Can't take another heartbreak. We was stupid. Listen, baby. We was on the podcast talking about breakups today, and man, it just got me to thinking. You
better not break my heart.
The combo covers.
You better not break my heart.
I'm gonna hit her with that Ike Turner. Hey, if you down, kill.
Down, kill.
Hey, but you said something, Steve. You said niggas be hurt, and I'm glad you said that because you're right. We do act like when we get out of breakups, we not heard about it at all, dog. But it's literally our own fault because when women get out of breakups, they go to tell their homegirls that they done broke up. Well, when they go to tell their homegirls, they crying about it, blah, blah, blah. The conversation looked like she hurt, basically. And then the homegirl's like, fuck that girl. You don't need that nigga, da-da-da-da-da-da. And she like, well, girl, I do. I just want to give him enough, blah, 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 yada, yada. But on the flip side of that, when we break up with a breezy and then we go back like, bro, I just broke up with her, man. Oh, man, fuck. Before I even get a chance to tell you I'm hurt. Oh, man, fuck that bitch, man. Let's go get a drink, dog. Shit. Hey, I've been waiting on you to be single, my nigga, blah, blah, blah. But if a nigga expresses feelings, maybe not in our friend group. I'm not talking about an our friend. I'm just saying.
I can't talk about generally speaking. I gotta talk. I can only speak from my own experiences.
I can say from out of all my partners, like literally out of all my partners and cousins, my family, whenever they've had breakups, and and even some of us, we all know each other, even when we all talking to each other about that. Nobody's ever been like, yeah, nigga, I'm glad you fucked that bitch. Nobody's ever did that. Niggas was just like, damn, you straight? Like, you good? You won't go get a drink? Talk? Like, we handle it different from women, of course, but we just like, damn, nigga, you straight? You won't go get a drink? And, we can just talk about it, fam. If not, like, shit, we can just go do something else. Like, we can go watch the game and just cool.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, man, we've been on this earth 36 years, bro. I ain't never had a partner that acted like what you just acted out. I've never had a partner act like that.
I've had one, but the majority, like literally one.
Like everybody be like, yeah, everybody be like, you good? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, fuck it, man, let's just get out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all know who he is, but it's only been one.
Yeah, I can't even think of it. Yeah, but yeah,
I'll tell you what we lead.
I know that there is niggas out there. Like, I like to think that my friend group is an anomaly as far as that goes.
I don't think it's an anomaly, bro.
You know what? For the most, I think it's. I don't think it's an anomaly, but I think
our friend group, not
No, I don't think our friend group is an anomaly. I just think that it's kind of like hit or miss. I think it's kind of like 50-50. Like, depends on what type of niggas that your partners are. Like, as I've come across in life, I ain't never had nobody to say, damn, I'm glad you, like, when me and Shay broke up, damn, I'm glad you left that motherfucker. Like, I ain't never had nobody to say no shit like that to me.
Yeah, and if a nigga was saying that's low key kind of like hating though,
Like,
slick
damn,
though. You know what I'm
nigga,
saying?
like,
Well, maybe not to the extreme of damn. I'm glad. I just that was the first example. Maybe it just looked like
okay,
you know what I'm saying,
well,
like
I'm happy you back single, you back out here and doing your no, I still ain't had nobody to just do that. Niggas just like, are you good? All right, well, come on. Like, are you gonna be single or you gonna keep, crying? Like, what you gonna do? You gonna try to get back with her or
what? Or do it,
what?
Make your decision and live with the fucking
Right.
results, bro. Make your decision. Either you gonna try to work this shit out, or you just gonna have to move on. But live with the decision.
You got to get off your ass, bro. You gonna get
You know
some
what I'm
numbers.
saying?
Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be one of the two things. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna get back with her, or you gonna get back out here. We gonna be out here in this pond trying to catch them fish. Simple.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
That's men.
yeah. But that narrative is definitely pushed really hard. Is that
On us,
you know what I'm saying? Like we don't have that kind of interaction, or it's not possible for us to have that kind of interaction.
And
Because I like, even though y'all don't believe it goes on, I've seen it go on, and so
I know it don't. I know it goes on, but I'm saying that how we operate, that's not the anomaly. There's a lot of people who. That's why I say it's hit or miss. There's a lot of people who truly act like, damn, nigga, you all right? Like, I know that's the girl. I know that's the one that you truly like. Like, nigga, I think as time goes on, I know that men are more conscious about talking about feelings with each other.
yeah.
This is what I would say. Niggas that really have real partners. I'm not talking about partners that you go out and dab up. You know what I'm saying? If you got real partners, people that you've been rocking with since you was a kid, you gonna talk to them about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I mean, 18, whatever. You gonna talk to your boys about certain things. You know what I'm saying? You might not get all overly emotional about it or whatever, but you gonna talk about the shit. Like, yeah, man. Either you fucked it, I fucked that up, man. I did this, or maybe I could have did that a little bit better. But man, I just can control what I can control. It is what it is, and then your partner be like, "Well, fuck it, man. Let's go out and go have some drink." You know what I'm saying? And get our mind off the shit. And then it's just kind of be like that. But like you kind of said, Tony, I ain't, I don't.
Go ahead.
No, I done had I done had a couple of them. I don't remember y'all ever being like, "Man, I'm glad your ass single." You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
no way. Nigga knew you was happy in that shit.
Yeah.
But that's I lost what you said. What did you say last? Because I had a rebuttal to what you said last.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I forgot, man. I totally forgot.
But why we on men displaying emotions? I already know how you feel, bro, but I gotta hear it, dog. When we start talking about people getting divorced, how do you feel about men like truly having these I'm divorced parties? And no, because for one, I'm like, all right, I kind of get it. Even if your wife was not, the wife that you was looking for, and you're like, all right, finally, I'm rid of that. I'm done with that. It's a big sigh of relief, big pressure off your back. But to throw a party, I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure about that. And to some extent, niggas be out here having whole signs in their front yard and shit on their car, like newly divorced. Like, nigga, you're a whole man. Like, you're a whole man. No, like, nobody gives you that sympathy, bro. Nobody cares. You're divorced. All right, go on with your life.
You know what? Talking to Shane about that, it kind of adjusted how I viewed it just slightly. I wouldn't celebrate it, but when I talked to Shane, who was a lawyer, and he was telling me that you don't know all the work that goes into actually processing a divorce and all the paperwork, and you got to come to an agreement with this, that, and the third, and that can prolong the process. So for a man to celebrate that process finally being over is something to celebrate. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, I don't know the process of divorce. I don't know what it all entails. But hearing it from a lawyer, I'm like, okay, if you've been going through this shit back and forth for a minute, you know what I'm saying, and you finally done with it, and it's just like a weight off your shoulders, then okay. But I'm still not putting no sign in the front of my.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll probably be like, "Hey, fellas, this shit is done.
Yeah, let's go drink or something.
Yeah. Like, hey, let's go get some drinks," and that'd probably be about it. But I'm not finna have no signs in my front yard. I'm not finna put note on the back of my car. No, because at the end of the day, how I view it, hey, we failed at this relationship. That's how I'm gonna view it. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I'm gonna view it. We failed at this relationship. There's no excitement in that for me. Yeah. But to have it all done, the stresses and the nuances of trying to get it complete, I get that. Yeah. Yes, I'm finna go have a drink because this shit is done. I ain't gotta worry about this shit no more. Yeah. Other than that, my nigga, I ain't doing that.
Man, I've been drinking this entire time. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy. It's over. Cool. I'm not making a yard sign. I'm not broadcasting to the world. Maybe I'll take a selfie or something and go, "So happy my divorce is over. Cheers to my divorce being over." Or some shit like that. Make a video.
You're not doing no t-shirts, and you're not making no t-shirts.
We're not doing that.
Like women. I've seen women. Like, I know you're a bartender, so I know you've seen women just come to bars and other places and have full out parties. Oh, she newly divorced, and there's a whole kind of like a bride tribe. Like, she getting married. There's a whole bride tribe. Yeah, we're celebrating her getting divorced and all this. Man, I don't think we should do that.
For the women, get it.
Just
Look,
leave it.
Celebrate getting your bread.
Women, bro, just leave it to the women. It screams femininity to me.
Yeah, but everybody got to understand that divorce is a failure. Like, I've had a whole bunch of conversations with people, and they try to paint this picture about divorce like it can sometimes be a win. No, divorce is a failure. It's a failed marriage. That's what divorce is.
Well, what if we were in it and we were like, we just weren't, and then we was like, and then
so, okay.
Y'all just not doing the work.
The reason, and this is the reason why I kind of agree. What did you get married for? That will let you know if your marriage was a success or not. What did you get married for? You got married because you love that person, or you wanted to build the rest of your life with that person, regardless of, maybe you ignored all the red flags that was going on when y'all decided to get married. That's on you. But the reason why you chose to get married, that will, if you don't stay married, that's the reason why you should call it a fail. If it didn't stay true, it failed.
Yeah. So,
and it's just that simple. If that nigga was beating on you, then guess what? And you married him, and that's the reason why you left, okay, well, then that's a failed marriage regardless. Yeah. And I'm not condoning that. You shouldn't want to be around an abusive relationship, but that's it's failed.
Even in those cases, how I don't know. How often do you think it is that the niggas start beating their ass when they got married?
It's probably been happening before. You're right.
That's why I'm like, there had to be some kind of something in there.
But that's why I hate that I had to use that one. But when I'm saying red flags, like, you see the red flags, both male and female. And when you avoid them and you still go get married, then you can't be like, oh, well, I'm going to celebrate. It wasn't failed. Yes, it was failed. It's a failed marriage because the ultimate goal is to stay married till one of y'all is dead. That's the end goal. Like, that's the goal. Till death do us part. That's what 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, that's what everybody's saying when they get to the altar, till death do us part. And literally, I don't know nobody who hasn't said that. So until death do us part, and y'all, neither one of y'all dead, and y'all calling it quits, y'all chuck a deuce at each other, it's a failed marriage. And it's okay. The
problem is most of these niggas treating marriage like a fucking high school breakup. You know what I'm saying? They going into marriage like they just getting together, like, oh, we sweethearts and we just doing this and blah blah. Oh, we went to marriage counseling. That's literally not enough to get. It takes so long. You could be married to somebody for so long and not even know some things about that person. You know what I'm saying? It takes so long to get to know somebody.
That's wild. But I don't want to get into that. That's wild though. Like, if you with somebody for so long, you still don't know a lot about them. That's wild as hell. That, like, I can't even comprehend not knowing a lot of things about.
I said not knowing everything about them.
Well,
I don't
think you're gonna know literally everything about a person, but you should know literally enough about a person to where nothing will surprise you.
Yeah, that's why I said everything. Because I'm with. No, I'm saying that's why I said everything. Because I'm with you. Like,
yeah,
it's just my point of it was that kind of stuff takes. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff takes time, and it's just not. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people meeting each other after a year, getting married off some of that feeling stuff, and then it ends up like a breakup, just like a breakup.
Yeah.
So
it happens.
Yeah,
it's some bullshit, but it happens.
But also, we gotta also take into account that people do change yearly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And not always for the best when it comes to certain relationships. So
that is true.
So just take that into consideration.
Yeah, that was a good point.
Yeah. Ray, tell us about this placeholder thing, man.
Nah, it's literally, we've already talked about it the entire podcast. Just how people, when they break up, how we break up, we still have like a little small attachment to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And how basically it was just saying how that attachment is not a good attachment. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a lot of these breakups messy, is because women hold emotional placeholders. Generally speaking, there's some women who hold physical placeholders. But generally speaking, men hold physical placeholders. Like, a woman need to hold on to you so she can always have you there. Maybe you know what I'm saying, call and text a good morning every now and then, or
make her feel
tell
good
her, tell her something nice or whatever. We just need you there just in case it's a dry night or something like that, and you need a little whatever. Like, we hold on to each other during breakups like that, and that's what causes a lot of the petty, dumb stuff to happen, is the fact that those placeholders are there. We hold people emotionally. They say, like, when you break up with somebody, you just got to stop talking to them. Like, and when there's kids involved, the relationship just got to be transactional. Literally just transactional. Like, I get the kids from you. We don't have to say nothing to each other. Done. Hey, you picking them up at 12? Yes, done. You know what I'm saying? Like, all transactional conversations. The problem in those relationships is that it's not transactional. We got them placeholders there. So you're not just picking up to talk about the kids. You throw in a little line in the middle of talking about the kids, showing me you physically want me, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Your ass was looking good today, or, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whatever, however that little stuff happens, that's what causes a lot of that petty shit to happen in you know what I'm saying, throughout the breakup.
I think you're talking about emotional and physical. I think as women get more liberated, I think this is both with them. Like, women are, they're just as sexual as us, you know, at this point. Like, they'll, hey, what you doing? You know, hey, big head. Like, you know, they may send you just a little nude. Hey, yeah, I know you was out drinking. I saw your stories. You was out drinking. Like, what you doing? Like, you coming through? And that's simple. You know what I'm saying? I think it works, you know, both ways at this point, because I don't think there's too many things that's gender specific. I'm sorry. I don't think that there's too many things that's like that. Like, I can't say that, oh, women are just emotional. Nah, the niggas is physical as hell too. Like, yeah, I need some pipe tonight, fam. What you doing? Or niggas, you know us. Hey, I need some ass tonight. It's just that I think it's both sides. As far as placeholders, both emotional and physical.
Yeah, but I still think the gender thing is. It's biological. As much as we can try to get away from it, as much as physical as you may think women are, I think it'll be. You know what I'm saying?
I think
they're just being more.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think it'll be more for women. Is mostly emotional, but
right.
I think as they become more sexually liberated, you start to see that a whole lot more.
Maybe. But I don't think you can get rid of the emotional.
No. You're not going to get rid of the emotional.
Right. No, the emotional is still the thing. That nigga come lay that thing down. As physical as you thought you was being, you like, damn, I thought I just came over here for some dick. Girl, I'm trying to get this nigga to cuddle too. I have to leave. They just can't get that. Niggas, we just got to, I don't know what it is. It's just different. It's like,
bye.
I'll see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It won't be bothered no
right,
more.
right. Yeah, it's.
Y'all silly, man.
How we silly?
That boy Steve, listen, my man Steve worked on a Saturday. He don't normally do it. Y'all ought to be thanking my man took a trek to get here today. So listen, thank it that this thing is going on today.
Tony,
What's up?
what you want to leave people with today?
Shit. Just simple. Stop being petty. Grow y'all asses up. Call a split a split. Call a spade. Man, ain't no sense of being petty. Somebody don't want to be with you. Fuck them. Like Martin say, fuck them, girl. Fuck 'em. Just move on. Like, fam, I'm in Houston. It's the number 3 city in America as far as population? Number 3 or 4? It don't matter. Like, there's a lot of people. You can find somebody else. It may be hard. People say the dating pool got pee and shit in it, so it may be hard, but move on. You're not going to gain anything by being petty. Just move on. Both parties, male and female.
Right. What you want to leave the people with today, bro?
People say the dating pool got pee and shit in it.
They do. I'm just saying they do. That's what I be hearing, fam.
Nothing, man. Tony hit it on the head, man. Just I don't know, man. Just communicate, man. Communicate. That's it. That's it.
Indeed.
Well, what I'm gonna leave y'all with.
Come on, Marco.
Nah, man. What I'm gonna leave y'all with is don't try to paint yourself as a victim in order to get the upper hand. What you do by if you really feel that strongly about getting the upper hand, just basically go be better. You know, go focus on yourself, improve yourself, your own life, your finances, improve yourself spiritually, mentally, whatever. Do what you got to do for yourself, and that way you will have the upper hand. And they ain't even against the person that you separated from, just the upper hand in yourself, man. You'll be better for yourself. So damn this upper hand, lower hand bullshit. You ain't got to even entertain that bullshit. Just go be a better person for yourself, man.
Indeed.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Revenge body.
Hey.
I don't know what the fuck Ray talking about.
But you know, somebody said that. You know, that's what women say. Like when they break up with you, they say, "Girl, don't worry about that nigga. Just go to the gym and get your revenge body."
Oh.
I ain't heard that one.
Yeah, I don't know what Breezy be saying.
But I get it. I
breakup.
understand it.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard that.
I was lost. I was like, revenge body. What you gonna fuck somebody?
Yeah,
for?
that's what I think.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, I was a little lost there.
Damn, like that's what niggas do.
Y'all have to excuse these two old niggas. Like, they not
I'm
hip.
old. You damn right. I ain't in
ain't nobody ever said that shit. I'm talking about we ain't hip, bro. We millennials, bro. We talking from millennial standpoint, and he talking about some shit that probably a 20-year-old didn't say.
You're not hip.
Niggas born in 99, 2000. I don't know what the niggas be talking about.
I don't know what they
bro.
talking about. I was in the 9th grade, 8th grade, and all that other shit.
I work with him, so
Yeah, that's what
why.
it is.
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm hip.
But hey, y'all know what the deal is. Like, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? Follow the page on Instagram, Millennial Mayhem, HLU. You know what the H stand for. H-Time, baby. On Facebook as well. Make sure you hit the follow on YouTube. Do that thing.
It's subscribe on YouTube. But hit the subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, I said.
They trying to take over your job because you was tired of these books.
Hey, man, you being slow with this shit. Come on, bro.
Subscribe. Hey, this concludes another episode of the Millennial Mayhem Podcast. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
We'll catch y'all next week, man. Peace.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for the okay. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get pulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for hating. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time. for the bull. I ain't